Gandhiji is revered the world over as one of the history's most transformative and inspirational figures. He was a fearless campaigner for the rights and dignity of all people, whose constant and unwavering promotion of non-violence as a tool to win over hearts and mind has forever left its mark on the world.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे। पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए मन अभिमान नाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। सकल लोक सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे के नीरे। वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे।
एक 73 कृषिकारी व्यक्ति जो कि 300 साल से जड़े जमाए हुए इस शासन की नींव को हिला सकता है, उन्हें भारत से खदेड़ने की हिम्मत रखता है तथा इसमें सफल हुआ है, जिन्हें हम राष्ट्रपिता के नाम से जानते हैं। उनके अहिंसा के सिद्धांतों को समझने व अपनाने की आज सख्त आवश्यकता है।
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Today, on the 151st birth anniversary of the father of the nation, we salute the great soul and take his message to the heart that strength does not come from the physical capacity, it comes from an indomitable will, and only then can our lives truly make a difference.
Gandhiji adopted the path of non-violence and freed India from the shackles of the British Empire. He taught us by example the power of non-violence. He proved to the world that solutions to all problems can be attained through non-violence. Friends, I would like to ask you, what are the problems our nation faces today? Corruption? Terrorism? No. It's violence that takes on different forms. So, let us all take a pledge today to put an end to all violence in our thoughts, words, and actions. Let's adopt the path of ahimsa as shown by Gandhiji and take our nation to an everlasting glory.
Do you think you're brave enough because you're physically strong? Yes, the physical fitness holds an important place in life. But the moral values of a person make him or her stronger than anything else. Gandhiji showed us that the moral courage is more powerful than the physical courage. By his moral strength, Gandhiji was able to uproot the mighty power of the Britishers from India.
Gandhiji believed that education is the vitamin for the body, mind, and the spirit. He had a firm conviction that education can break all the barriers and set the path for progress. He felt that education has no beginning or ending points. Education is the best gift a man can give to another.
Mahatma Gandhi took cleanliness to the level of spirituality. He had a firm belief in the proverb, cleanliness is next to godliness. There is more to the Swachh Bharat idea than just keeping your surroundings clean.
By investing in personal hygiene, you not only save yourself from illness but also a lot of energy and resources spent in recovering from it.
Gandhiji's crusade for healthy living continued throughout his life. His disregard for polished food, sugar, and his support for local food and whole grains was much ahead of his times. It's time to realize their worth and take control of our lives. He suggested avoiding sweets as much as possible and consuming jaggery in small quantities. Today, when we talk about Swachh Bharat or Swasth Bharat, aren't we echoing what Mahatma Gandhi had adopted many decades ago?
पकड़े चलते थे वो शान से सालिम कांपे थर 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 सुनकर उनका नाम रे पर था उनका छोटा सा और सर पर उनकी चाल रे दुबले से पतले से थे वो चलते सीना तान रे वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम
Satyagraha is pure soul force. Truth is the very substance of the soul. That is why this force is called Satyagraha. The idea of Satyagraha suggested that if the cause was true, if the struggle was against injustice, then physical force was not necessary to fight the oppressor. In 1917, Gandhiji travelled to Champaran in Bihar to inspire the peasants to struggle against the oppressive plantation system. Also, he organized a satyagraha to support the peasants of the Khera district of Gujarat who were affected by the crop failure. Gandhiji was indeed an extraordinary political strategist. He found in a salt a powerful symbol that could unite the nation. He started his famous salt march from Gandhiji's ashram in Sabarmati to the Gujarati coastal town of Dandi. Thousands came to hear Gandhiji whenever he stopped. Dandi March was a great step in Indian freedom movement that shook British government to the root. One striking feature of the civil disobedience movement was the large-scale participation of women. During Gandhiji's Salt March, thousands of women came out of their homes to listen to him. They participated in protest marches, manufactured salt, and picketed foreign cloth and liquor shops. In many places, men would absent themselves entirely as a tactic to reduce the potential for violence. Gandhiji led by example. He was the change that he wanted to see in others. He organized satyagrahas to secure the entry of the Dalits into temples and access to public wells and schools. He himself cleaned toilets to dignify the work of the sweepers. He had a political reason for tackling the question of untouchability. He did not want India to fall prey to the British policy of divide and rule. While Gandhiji got his title Mahatma for his conviction in non-violence, Hitler was infamous for his violent practices. Gandhiji sent a letter to Adolf Hitler in which he requested him to make an effort for peace. In this letter, he controversially referred to Hitler as dear friend. Furthermore, Gandhiji believed that men did not need to drug themselves to feel better. A well-regulated diet could fix ailments. Consuming drugs not only curtails life, but turns men into slaves of their bodies. Self-reliance is possible only when there is self-health reliance.
I cannot teach you violence, as I do not myself believe in it. I can only teach you not to bow your heads before anyone, even at the cost of your life. I have always felt that the true textbook for the pupil is his teacher. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever.
Good morning, everyone. We've all gathered here to celebrate Gandhiji's 151st birth anniversary. Gandhiji, whom we Indians call the Mahatma, and he's known as an apostle of peace world over. It is interesting to note that this man said and did things 100 years ago that are so relevant in today's world. Look at his quotes. An eye for eye will make the whole world blind. Or, be the change that you wish to see in others. Or, nature has enough for a man's need, but not for man's greed. All these quotes sound so true today. Gandhiji believed in simple living and high thinking. He led a simple, minimalistic life and took only that from nature that was absolutely essential. He ate simple but nourishing food and walked more than 20,000 steps in a day. Any modern lifestyle guru will preach today what Gandhiji practiced 100 years ago. No wonder he was a great inspiration to leaders like Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela. But to me, the greatest gift that Gandhiji gave mankind is the gift of ahimsa, non-violence. Remember, children, violent actions begin with violent thoughts and violent words. So on this day, let us all pay homage to our beloved Mahatma by making a promise to ourselves that we will never think violent thoughts or speak violent words. Non-violent actions will follow on their own, and our world will become a much better place to live in. Jai Hind.
ऐ मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे